Okay, this is how to complete your John Cage composition. You have your Google Sheet, which looks like this when you open it. So it has a row of numbers and then a row of notes and or pitches, whatever you want to think about. And then your Google Doc. So going with the idea of John Cage and purposeless music, we're going to use virtual dice to determine the pitches used in our composition. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your dice 20 times so that your song has 20 pitches. So this link will take you to a dice roller. And because there are 12 pitches in the musical scale, you need to click on the red number 12 so that you have the 12-sided die. And then just click on the blue box die to get rid of it. And then you're just going to click roll. So you click roll, and whatever number you get is going to be the pitch in your song. So I rolled a 10. So if I go over to the Google Sheet and I find the number 10, underneath it is A. So that is my first pitch in the song. So I'm just going to go down a couple of rows so that there's some separation, and I'm going to enter in A. Then I'm going to go back to the dice, and I'm going to roll again, and I got 11. So I'm going to go back to the Google Sheet. I'm going to find number 11 and look at the pitch that's underneath it, and that is my second note, an A sharp. A sharp. And I'm going to keep rolling and doing that until I get 20 pitches. I suggest that you do a row of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then for your next 10 notes, you go down to the row below and fill it out that way, because otherwise you're going to have this like really long string of notes going all the way across the sheet, and it's going to be hard to follow. So you're going to roll your dice 20 times, come up with 20 pitches, and then you're going to play your song on this virtual piano. So you click this link, and it takes you to this piano. Now, I suggest that you take whatever your 20 pitches end up being and write it down on a piece of paper or a Post-it note or a note card, whatever you have, so that you don't have to keep going from your Google Sheet to the piano and then back to the Google Sheet and so on. So you can do the piano one of two ways. You can click with your mouse, and if you have an A in your song, it can be any A on the keyboard. So I think there's 3, just mine's cut off by the picture of me. So you could use any of that letter that you want. Just make sure if you have an A sharp, you use the actual A sharp black key or another sharp. Don't just play the A or the E or the D if it's, a D sharp or an A sharp or so on. So you're going to play through your song just to hear what it sounds like, and it's going to sound random because it was purposeless, without any thought, indeterminate C. Whatever happens, happened, and that is the point. Now you can use the mouse, like I said, or you can use your keyboard. So if I go like this, so I just typed random keys, but that works too. But a C on your keyboard is not going to be one of the C's on the piano. If I hit C on the keyboard, you see that an E actually plays. So that's a little confusing, but it is technically easier to play faster if you just press the keys. So if you want to figure out, this is a C here, and you can go through your keyboard. I don't know if it's going to work. No, it's not going to work. Okay, so I found C, which is T on your keyboard. So you could write down the keyboard keys so that you have that and you can play it that way as well. So once you play through it, you're going to notice that the goal is taking inspiration from as slow as possible Your tempo for your composition is going to be as fast as possible. So we're going to try to make it as fast and as short as it possibly can be. Obviously, you can't do that on the first time, so this can only be accomplished by practicing. So you're going to practice your composition, and I will give you about like 5 minutes for a couple of class periods to go through and practice, but you can also practice on your own time until you have it down and you play it as fast as possible. Then, I would say within a week, it depends, we'll see. But you're going to play it for the class, and I'm going to time it and see who can actually play theirs as fast as possible, whose is the shortest and the fastest. And then I'll let you know what your time is, and we'll find out who the winner is that way. So the rubric for this assignment is down below, and you just want to make sure that you do these 4 boxes. Pitch chart is created, and each pitch is assigned a number. Composition contains 20 pitches. There is no sign of reordering notes, so you didn't change anything around. You left it purposeless, and whatever happened, whatever dice roll it was, it is what it is. And then pieces practice on virtual piano and is played as fast as possible. So if you do all those things, then you're going to get a passing grade. If you do none or one of those things, then obviously that is a failing grade. So make sure you check and make sure that you're following all the directions when you're putting this together.